Hello, everyone. This is Federico Arellano. You can find me at Arellano Diao with double L and Y. And today we have a very special guest. So he's Roland. Hello, Roland. Are you here with us?
Yes, hi Federico. Good day.
Good day to you too. It's very nice talking to you. First of all, can you share with us your full name? Where are you based? And how are you related to the entrepreneurship world?
Yeah, of course. My name is Roland, 24 years old, and I'm based in the Netherlands. So what we
Wow.
do as concept developer, in short, is that we get an idea from a company, and we are the research and development department for them. And when it's giving it back, they will get a full product or service to use for their own market.
Wow, that's amazing. So we're gonna start first with the very basics, right? I would like to ask you, how do you define the word entrepreneurship? What does the word mean for you?
Yeah, a lot because I was 17 when I started because I was very angry at my teachers at high school. Like, yeah, it's really damaging the entrepreneurial spirit. And then with five friends, we said, yeah, we are going to start our own company, even it's for a year, no problem. We just do it. So it's really designed to be free, to get chances, but also to be very, very creative.
Wow, that's an amazing definition. Um, do you think the future generations, or actually the present generations, are becoming more and more entrepreneurial? Do you think that in your country, this idea that you had and this madness through the traditional education is becoming more common?
Yeah, yeah, for sure. But many friends of mine are getting a new business or are starting as a partner at a startup. So yeah, I really think that earlier on it was very difficult to start your own company, and now it's getting really easy. So I'm very enthusiastic about it. That people from an early age can start their own company or a web shop or drop shipping and just are going into the flow with it and learn what failing means to you and what it means when you make some mistakes.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, what you say is very interesting, and I think it's the right approach for entrepreneurship. Me personally, the definition that I have about the topic, it's that entrepreneurship, it's devoting to your life to what truly drives you forward, right? Like this that may sound a little cliche, that if you work on what you like, you won't never have to work, right? But I think it's sort of true because of course you're gonna face challenges. You're gonna need, of course, a lot of education, a lot of information as well. But if you're moved to the cause that you're appealing to, then that's a life worth living. Um, how do you think this idea and this conception of entrepreneurship is changing society, not only in the Netherlands but at a global scale?
Now, I think it's very cool that we are having an interview when you're sitting there and I'm sitting here in the Netherlands. But that's really what is happening in the whole world. Because when I speak to a 16-year-old startup, they are saying like, yeah, when we started like a new company, we could match with China, we could talk with Germany, we could
Yeah.
assign by a job in the States. And that's very funny because even when I speak to a person who is 50 years old and is starting a new web shop, he is saying exactly the same. So it's really cool to see all those adjustments in the world of the entrepreneurs. But it's also very exciting to see that when I'm gonna see a job in Mexico or in Latin America, that I can say, yeah, I will just gonna fly there and I'm gonna do it. And we can arrange anything here in Holland.
Absolutely, and that's sort of a very positive way of saying it. And I agree with you. I think that's what the future is going to look like, and not the very far future, a close one. Although there are some challenges as well. For example, as you're recalling Mexico, where I am based at the moment, or Latin America as a whole, even the states a little bit, less, but a little bit regulations and governments of certain cities, of certain countries, do not really seem to get what entrepreneurship is about, right? And for example, myself into the finance business, there's also a lot of barriers, a lot of regulations that can sort of block this global idea that I think it's going to make the world a better place, more democratic, and with a lot of these amazing values. What do you think, in your experience and the experience of the entrepreneurs you work with, are the main challenges that they face towards regulations or towards an attitude or anything that you may recall as a challenge that you think
Yeah,
might be common?
it's a very, very important subject, because when we started, it was very difficult to talk with the local government and to arrange some things like an office.
Hmm.
And now we are really busy with the European Union and the Dutch government to arrange easy funding for startups. Like when you are asking a bank, like, yeah, I need 25,000 euros. The bank will say, yeah, we will talk 2 years, and we want to see
Yes.
four versions of your business model. And that's really a thing. I like, wow, that's getting so difficult to just get money in the world we are living in, where people have enough money to survive. There are business angels, there are banks where they cannot find any option to get loose of those amounts of money. And then you say to a startup, yeah, like your idea, but your regulation or your country is not providing it, so we will not participate even in a small web shop or a small cafe you are building up. So it's a real difficult one. But the European Union, when you are acting like I want to work with a company in Poland, they are giving so less information about it. They are giving so many objections. But on the website and on the media, they are just saying, yeah, oh, go work with Poland, go work with Hungary, just help each other. So it's a real difficult to talk with the government when they are saying different things in the media.
Yes. And the society, how do you think society is reacting to this sort of activities? I might share with you that here in Mexico specifically, some families are still very, renuent to entrepreneurship. If their son or their daughter come out of the closet of entrepreneurship and say, okay, I don't want to live a traditional life, even in university, right? I don't want to become a lawyer. I don't want to become an accountant. I want to start something on my own. Um, some families may consider it a personal disgrace. How is society in the Netherlands acting towards people becoming entrepreneurs?
In Holland, it's specific. You're a kind of hero. You have the
Wow.
guts to do it, and they're always saying, "Wow, it's incredible." But there's still another moment, because when you are 2 years an entrepreneur and it's small, they will say, "Yeah, but you're not that good as the
Hmm.
others. You are not
Hmm.
a hero or a goat in the entrepreneurial world." So that's a real difficult one. So in the beginning, they will say, "Yeah, it's amazing." But when you're not that kind of rich guy, then in Holland it's like, yeah, you're not that good. So you have to go on, or maybe just apply for a job, that kind of thing. So that's a real difficult one. So it's stimulating and frustrating at the same time.
Yes. It's like, okay, you had fun, now get a real job. You
Yeah,
lived experience, now get a real job.
exactly.
And I would like to ask about success. How do you think success in entrepreneurship is considered in your society? When would people say, okay, this is successful, now that's a role model I want to follow?
Yeah, that's a hard one, because I think it's a combination of a couple of things, right? Like the
Hmm.
money is of course important, that you have a good big house, great expensive car, and all that kind of things. But in Holland, what I really like to be an entrepreneur in this country is because of the feeling that when you are having fun, really having fun, and you're growing. So that's the problem on the other side. But when you're growing and you have a good life and you're drinking much drinks in the bar and you have a good life on the media and Instagram, they will say, yeah, that's amazing what you're doing. I want to follow you. And also because of the many business magazines we have in this small country and in Europe, when you have one article in the small magazine, they can always find it, and that's also like a guarantee. Like, yeah, that's a great one to follow. So that's really funny to see, because a small magazine with maybe 100 subscribers, it's really like, yeah, what we're going to do.
No, but you know, at some point, I think that's amazing. I was talking to people in Africa, for example, undergrads. I'll say people age 13, 14 years old, and they were saying, okay, I want to become an entrepreneur because I want to live like Cristiano Ronaldo, right? So I was a little worried because it was all about the money and it was all about this big lifestyle and everything. And I think that's not it, right? I think we should build some role models that, as you said before, put happiness and I'll say personal happiness or personal development before money, right? Of course, money would be important, but giving this idea, even though it's in local magazines, I think it's just amazing. Um, and a very last question. What would be the message that you would like to give to entrepreneurs of the world that are watching this video? What would you say are like the key elements or the key tips that every people who wants to become an entrepreneur would need to hear?
Keep going. It's the most important advice. When you have some failures or some mistakes, it doesn't care at the end. Keep going and keep following your dreams, really. It's the most important thing.
Like riding a bike in Holland, right?
Exactly. Keep riding a bike.
Thank you very much, Roland. I think this interview has been amazing. Um, how can we keep in touch with you?
Yeah, you can follow my Instagram. It's a very important medium for us. So share there your thoughts. Send me some direct messages, and I will always try to help you with your ideas.
Thank you very much, Roland. Thank you, everyone, for watching. See you the next one.